I turned the air up because it's really humid in here. It's dropped about 10%. But if it gets too cold, I can turn it off. Do you want me to turn this one off?
Okay, if it's okay, I can turn it.
It's really cool in here, but it was so damp because if you leave it on, it was left on 74, which makes it not run the compressor, which makes it draw the outside air, and so it got really humid.
It's cold on Tuesday morning, so.
Yeah, and you know, I just had it come on at like 4 in the morning. It didn't even stay on all night.
Did you come here at 4 in the morning?
No, I said there's a timer, believe you me. All right, good morning. Hey, Claire. Do you have any requests? I know Becky's out of town. All right, so no requests. All right, let's go ahead and find our comfortable seats. Sit up nice and tall. Lift your shoulders up and let them roll back and down. Hands on your knees, elbows soft under your shoulders. Eyes are closed or gazing down. And without changing anything, just notice your breath. And then begin to deepen your breath. Finding your equal inhalation, exhalation, in and out through the nose. Your mind wanders, focus back on your breath. And as you stay with your equal inhalation, exhalation, I'll continue with our reading. Comfortable with Uncertainty by Pema Chodron. Today is day 65, Growing Up. Learning how to be kind to ourselves is important. When we look into our own hearts and begin to discover what is confused and what is brilliant, it is bitter and it is sweet. But it isn't just ourselves we're discovering the universe. When we discover the Buddha that we are, we realize that everything and everyone is Buddha. We discover that everything is awake and everyone is awake. Everything and everyone is precious and whole and good. When we regard thoughts and emotions with humor and openness, that's how we perceive the universe. This opening to the world begins to benefit ourselves and others simultaneously. The more we relate with others, the more quickly we discover where we are blocked. Seeing this is helpful, but it's also painful. Sometimes we use it as ammunition against ourselves. We aren't kind, we aren't honest, we aren't brave, and we might as well give up right now. But when we apply the instruction to be soft and non-judgmental to whatever we see at this very moment, the embarrassing reflection in the mirror becomes our friend. We soften further, we lighten up more, because we know it is the only way we can continue to work with others and be of any benefit in the world. This is the beginning of growing up. Maybe you're adding an intention to your breath. So allow that intention to become your breath. And then open your arms up to the sides. then wiggle your fingers. And slowly pull the hands together in front of your heart. Once they touch, bow in, sealing your intention. And then interlace your fingers and stretch them away, round your back and tuck your chin. And then wait for an inhale and reach your arms up high, relax your shoulders away. And then just let the hands separate, and as you exhale, just let the wrists roll all the way down to the floor. And then once they touch, keep the left hand down and let the right arm reach up alongside the right ear. And then go ahead, squeeze, come up tall, let that right hand come down and let the left arm reach over. Softening that right elbow. And then squeeze, come up tall. And as you exhale, let the hands come behind the back, interlace your fingers, stretch the arms down towards the floor, keeping your spine long. If you can lift the arms up without dropping the spine, lift it up. Neck in line with the spine. And then drop your arms down, keep your fingers interlaced, bend your elbows, and slide both hands over to the right side of the waist, and then drop your ear to the right. Breathe into the left. And then drop your arms down and take the hands to the other side and drop your left ear to your left shoulder. And then drop your arms down and reach them back up high. On an exhale, take the right hand to the left knee, take a twist, look back over the left shoulder. And then inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, arms high. Hands down. And then just take your legs out wide. Make a V. Just kind of rock your legs a little. And then put your hands on your shins. Take the left hand towards the left ankle. You can keep the right hand down, or it goes up alongside the ear again. Some of you might drop that left elbow in front of the leg for deeper stretch. Some of you might be able to reach for the pinky toe side of the foot, but don't close your heart. And then go ahead and squeeze, come up tall, just wiggle your shoulders here, and slide to the other side. Stay there, or left arm up, over. If you're going for the foot, keep the shoulders stacked. And then squeeze your belly to come up, wiggle your shoulders here. Bring your hands in front and walk them away. You can settle to the elbow. And then walk your hands back in and bring the bottoms of the feet together. Just do a little butterfly. Stay here or fold in. And then inhale, sit up and make your way to hands and knees. Finding a tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Cat-cow tilts on an inhale, drop the belly, lift the head, breathe here. Wait for an exhale, arch your back high, push the floor away, breathe here. And then just move with your breath, inhaling, sway back, and exhaling, cats. Keep flowing with your own breath. And then wait for your next exhalation. Return to a flat back. Look over your right shoulder to your right hip. Look around to the left. Come back to center and rest in child's pose. Remember, you can come here at any point during your practice. And then shift forward, hands and knees. And take the right leg straight back. Toes on the mat, press through the heel, tuck the tailbone, lift the belly. Find that calf muscle. You can rock it a little if that feels good. And then keep the wrists under the shoulders, and then lift the leg up. And if your leg is up, circle the ankle. Reverse. Push through the heels, stay there, or reach the left arm forward. Reach and pull both directions. You can stay here, or you can take a little diagonal, arm to the left, leg to the right. Bring it to center, put your hand down, let the foot cross over the left shoulder towards your toe. And now swing the leg off to the right side, right arm high, circle the wrist, reverse, keep it straight up or start to let it go back, releasing your back. And then bring your hand down, bring your knee in, and send the left leg back. Toes on the mat. Find that stretch in your calf muscle. You can keep it static or you can rock a little. Neck in line with the spine. Notice if you're dropping the neck, and then pull it up. And then keep the weight forward, push the floor away, engage, and lift the leg. And circle the ankle. And reverse. Press through the heels, stay there, or right arm forward, reach and pull, both directions, keep breathing. Keep it there, or take your diagonal, arm to the right, leg to the left. Keep the belly engaged. Bring it to center. Put your hand down, let your foot cross over the right, look over the right shoulder towards your toes. And then swing it to the left. Left arm high, circle the wrist. Reverse the circle. Keep it straight up or start to let it go back. And then bring your hand down, bring your knee in, and tuck your toes this time as you press back to child's pose. Breathe into your toes and your feet. And then look forward, spread your fingers wide. You can stay at hands and knees or find your first downward facing dog. If you're in down dog, pedal it out, walk it out, move it around. Get all your wiggles out, and then just come to stillness and just hold your down dog. Even here, your belly's engaged, pulling in towards the spine. Shoulders are reaching towards your waist. You're pushing equally through hands and feet. And then either drop to your knees or shift to plank. If you're in plank, keep pushing the floor away, neck in line with the spine. Looks good. And then we'll all put our knees down, lower all the way onto your belly. And then just slide your elbows forward, coming into Sphinx. Elbows under the shoulders. If you need less, tuck your chin. If you need more, look forward, drag the elbows back. Yeah, there you go. So stack the elbows under the shoulders. Sphinx. Some of you are staying here. Some of you are going to feel good to lift the elbows. Feels like too much, it is too much. Listen to your body. Check out what happened to the shoulders. Make sure they didn't roll up. They keep pushing, reaching towards the waist. ahead and lower down. Push up to hands and knees. Take it all the way back towards child's pose. And then up to down dog. Either drop to your knees or shift to plank, hold it. And then we'll open our knees down, elbows in, lower. Keep your fingertips in line with the shoulders or roll up into cobra. No weight on your hands, you should be able to lift them. Get that middle part of your spine warm. Beautiful. Exhale, lower. Inhale, hands and knees. Take it all the way back towards child's pose. And then push it up. Hands and knees or down dog. One more time. Inhale, plank. Knees can stay lifted if you can keep the elbows in, otherwise drop them. Chaturanga all the way down or hover. You can do a cobra again or push the floor where extend the arms, find upward facing dog. You can look back over your shoulders, wiggle around. And then when you're done, just tap your knees, tuck your toes, and push it back up and down dog. And then walk your hands and feet towards each other, making your way into ragdoll. You can hang out here, you can grab elbows, you can sway and bend. Shake your head yes and no. And then drop your arms, bend your knees, and stack your vertebrae. At the top, reach your arms. Keep your arms up high, relax your shoulders down. And then take hold of the right wrist and pull over towards the left side. You can stay here, or you can take your right foot behind, bend both knees, curtsy, and pull a little deeper to the left. Go ahead, bring it back to center. Grab the other wrist, find that stretch, tailbone still drops. Stay there, or left foot behind, bend both knees, pull and curtsy. And then go ahead and come back up. Drop your arms, touch your thighs, and slide all the way down towards your toes. Hands can stay where they are, or you can take them behind the back, interlace your fingers, let the arms pull in. Your hands are behind your back, rest them back onto your back before you reach towards your toes. On an inhale, push your shins away. Find Ardha Uttanasana, long flat back, neck in line with the spine. Breathing, beautiful. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Stretch it at the top. Keep dropping your tailbone as you reach high. Only if it feels good, the tailbone drops when you add that little back bend. And then you come up straight before your hands come down. Drop your arms. And find your mountain at the top of your mat. So anywhere from toes touching to feet hips width apart, shoulders are back and down, palms are forward. That's your mountain. Take a moment, establish your pose, find your breath. On your next inhale, arms are tied. On an exhale, fold down towards your toes. On an inhale, push your shins away. On an exhale, fold deep. Then bend your knees, plant your palms, and step your left foot to the back of the mat. Drop that knee all the way down and sink into your left hip flexor. Knee over ankle. Remember, if the floor is too far away, hands come up to your knee. Don't let the knee go past the ankle. And then let's all just bring our hands up. Keep your right arm resting on your leg and reach your left arm up alongside the ear. Take a little side stretch again. Right arm can stay where it is, or it can reach down towards the floor. If you went low, go ahead and bring it back up. Let's frame the foot with both hands. Next exhale, hips back, toes lift, Ardha Hanuman, hamstrings tight, walk the hands back. Need more, keep it forward. Maybe you fold a little bit. And go ahead, shift the weight back into the right foot. You can go to hands and knees or down dog. You can cat cow or add your flow, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe it's inhale plank, exhale lower, inhale cobra or up dog, exhale hands and knees or down dog. On an inhale, let your left leg lift high. Keep it straight for a moment, keep the toes down. Now turn the toes to the side, see if the leg will go higher while it's straight. Only if it feels good, bend the knee and open the hip. Now see if you can take the twist out of the low back by pushing more into the left hand. Square the shoulders, nice. And then step it all the way up. Drop the right knee, sink into the right hip flexor, and shine your heart open. So focus on your hips, sinking low. Keep breathing. Make your variation, whatever you need to make the pose happen. And then we'll all bring our hands up to our thigh. Left hand stays on, right arm alongside the ear. Tip it over, stretch the right side. Keep the left hand where it is or reach it down towards the floor. Go ahead and squeeze your belly to bring it back to center. Frame your foot. Hips back, toes lift, Ardha Hanuman. Shift the weight into the right foot, take it back, hands and knees or down dog, cat cow or vinyasa. Inhale plank, exhale lower, inhale back bend, and exhale down dog. On an inhale, lift the right leg, keep it straight, toes down. Now turn the toes to the side, see if the leg will go higher. Only if it feels good, bend the knee and open the hip. See if you can square the shoulders by pushing more into the right hand. And then step that right foot all the way up. Left hand flat on the mat, right hand on the thigh, twist to look over the right shoulder. Keep the right hand low or take it up. And then go ahead, bring your hand down. Let's take it up to balance here. So keep your legs where they are. You can push off the thigh or hover your way up. Come into your high lunge. Find your drishti out in front. Notice what's going on in your low back. If it feels like tension, bend the back knee, push the pelvis forward. Stay there, or left arm forward, right arm back. Stay there, or drop your right hand to the back thigh. Let the left arm go up and slightly back. Wait for an exhale, cartwheel your hands to the floor. Step up with the left foot and back with the right. Right hand flat, left hand on the thigh. Twist it open, look over the left shoulder. Keep it low or reach it high. And then go ahead, bring it down and prepare for your standing up, your high lunge. You might need to shift that back foot forward a little, come up. Check out what's going on in the low back. If you need it, bend the knee, push the pelvis forward. Stay there, or right arm forward, left arm back. Stay there, or drop the back hand, reach the right arm up and back. Wait for an exhale, cartwheel your hands down. You can either step up to ragdoll or back to down dog. You can rest or flow. Beautiful. If you went to down dog, make your way back to ragdoll. On an inhale, find Ardha Uttanasana, long flat back. On an exhale, fold. On an inhale, come all the way up. Stretch it out at the top. Drop your tailbone. Only if it feels good, add that little back. And you come up straight before your hands come down. Drop your arms, find your mountain. Step your right foot back, setting up warrior one position. Heel to heel alignment, back toes at 1 or 2 o'clock. Hips forward, hands at the heart, bend into the left knee. Hands can stay at the heart or reach high. Shoulders relax down. Again, check out what's going on in the pelvis. If it feels like you're popping it out, you probably are. You're feeling crunch, you have to drop the tailbone, lift the belly. Keep breathing. So remember, if it bothers the shoulders, hands can stay at the heart. And you can stay where you are or take the hands behind the back. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, give them a stretch, look up the wall. Squeeze together, stay here. Or exhale, bow forward, humble warrior, as if the crown of the head's going to touch the floor beside that inside that front foot. Now squeeze your belly tight, press into both feet to stand back up. And then reach your arms high. Go ahead and straighten that leg. Bring your hands down, touch the thigh. If you're way far apart, you might need to step it up. And then slide down the leg. So hands can be anywhere along the leg. If you can easily touch the floor without bending the knee, hands can separate. If you can get the belly to the thigh, maybe start to walk the hands back towards the back foot. Turn the palms, fingertips to face the back. If you walked your hands away, let's all walk our thumbs up below our knee. Press the shin away. Squeeze your belly tight. Take your hands to the waist. Push into both feet to stand up. Arms high. And both legs stay straight as the right arm goes forward, left arm back. Scissor inner thighs. Press into both feet. If you're stable, look left. And then arms up. Bend into your knee, your back into warrior one. And then go ahead and touch the floor. We'll all step up with the right foot. Just take a little break here. Let that right leg rest. And then bend your knees and stack your vertebrae coming up. Stretch it out at the top. And if you take the back bend, you always go straight before the hands come down. Drop your arms and step your left foot back. Warrior one, other side. Square up your hips. Hands at the heart, bend into the knee. Remember, knee does not go past the ankle. Hands low or high. Find your breath. Find your gazing spot straight out in front, your drishti. And then take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers in, have them stretch if it feels good, look up the wall. Keep it here, or exhale, bow forward, humble warrior. Feel good, just stay upright. So you're trying to get the head alongside the shoulder tucked inside the knee, and you don't want that bottom to pop out to the right. You're trying to keep the hips square. So instead of here, you're here. Now squeeze your belly tight, press into both feet to stand. Arms high. Go ahead and straighten the leg, let your hands circle down, touch the thigh, and then slide down the leg. Adjust your stance if you need to. Stop where it feels good for your hamstring. Somewhere along the leg, you can touch the floor. Maybe turn the palms to face the back, as if you're going to work the chin towards the shin. Remember, effort without tension. Relaxation without dullness. And if you walked it away, walk the thumbs up below the knee, push the shin away, squeeze your belly tight, hands to the waist to stand, arms high, left arm forward, right arm back, scissor inner thighs, press into both feet, and if you're stable, look right. So you should start to challenge your balance here as you twist. Arms up, bend into the knee, your back in warrior one, and then hands down. We'll all step up, rest for a moment, take a few breaths here. Notice what's going on in your calves. Hang out here, or you can take it back
back to down dog. You can add a flow. Keep slowing your breath down. If you went to down dog, make your way back to ragdoll. On an inhale, let's find Ardha Uttanasana, long flat back. On an exhale, fold. Let's take our pinky toes out near the edges of the mat. Put your elbows above your knees, bend your knees. If you have knee issues, hips stay above the knees. If it feels good on hips and knees, they can drop low. Elbows inside, thumbs to the sternum, Malasana, wherever you are is perfect, without judgment. Just like our reading, beginning of practice. If you went low, put your elbows back above the knees, push together to come up. Hang forward, grab opposite elbows, let everything settle back to center here. You can rock a little. And then drop your arms, bend your knees, and stack your vertebrae. At the top, reach, stretch it long and tall. Drop your tailbone only if it feels good. Identical back bend. Come up straight before your hands come down. Drop your arms, find your mountain. Settle your breath. And then just keeping your left foot forward, take your right leg back. We'll do warrior three. So warrior three actually gets into our hamstrings, which is where we're going next, where we've been sort of working towards. Palms forward, straight line. When you're ready, pivot. It might be a little pivot. You might be able to go parallel to the floor. Back toes stay down, hips stay square. You can change up the arms. If you can keep them alongside the ears, they can go forward. Nice. Now pivot back to standing. Stop right there or take your hands to your waist. Bring the ankle all the way up. Don't lean back. And then extend your leg and point your toe. Can you hold it? If you can't, just drop it. And then flex your foot and lower it with control. Go ahead and shake out the hips. And switch to the right foot, left toes back, find your tall spot, and then start to pivot. So your hamstring is what keeps you from dropping lower. So a lot of times what we want to do is we want to round the back so we can go lower, and we want to try to prevent doing that. Keep breathing. Hips are closed. And then pivot back to standing. You can stop here or hands to the waist, ankle up, toes up. Don't lean back as you extend the leg, point the toes, squeeze your belly to hold it, and then flex the foot and lower it. Shake it up, and find your mountain. Take a moment here. Think about what you need. You can stay where you are or fold forward. You can stay here in your hamstrings. You can take another squat, or you can have a vinyasa. You went to down dog, make your way back to ragdoll. If you're folded forward, find Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, soften. Inhale, come all the way up. Stretch it at the top. Drop your tailbone only if it feels good. You add back bend. And you come up straight before your hands come down. Drop your arms. Left foot balance, hands to the waist like we finished up the last one. Bring the right leg up. So flex the foot. Get a 90-degree angle, toes up, using all your muscles. Engage your belly, lift up through the chest, out through the head. Stay here, or you can interlace your fingers in front of the knee, squeeze it in. Stay here, or take the left hand under the ball mount of the foot, the big toe, right hand under the other side. Maybe start to extend the leg. Don't overextend it, keep a bend if you need to. If you're here, it's really easy. You can bend the elbows and fold over that front leg. If you went out, bring it back to the knee. If you're still here, hands to the waist. If you're still here, don't lean back as you extend and point. Can you hold it a couple breaths? And then flex the foot and lower and shake. Switch to the right. Left leg high, focus on the lift. Remember, you can stay here, keep lifting up. You're already working balance, strength, and bone density. If you're adding on, hug the knee, squeeze it in. Stay here, or foot flexes up. You grab under the big toe, pinky toe, and then maybe extend. Maybe fold. Keep breathing. If you went out, bring it back to the knee. Bring it to the waist. Don't lean back as you extend, point. Can you hold it? And then flex the foot and lower with control. Shake it out. And find your mountain. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, folding forward. So let's all just hang out here. If you want to take a vinyasa, you can take it back and flow. Down dog, make your way back to ragdoll. And once you hit ragdoll, keep your feet hips width apart, pinky or ankles under hips. And you can either just hang out in ragdoll or take your peace fingers, grab your big toes, thumbs push the toenails down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold, belly to thigh, elbows to the side, shoulders to the waist. Breathe. Inhale, long spine. If you're holding the toes, release them. You can either round up or take your hands to your waist, push into the feet, and hinge yourself up to stand. Go ahead and shake it all out. Find your mountain. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold forward. We're going to touch the floor. So if you can't touch the floor comfortably, you can grab something to put under. It can even be a chair. Left foot down, right leg up. You can also go back to warrior three. So this is basically a warrior three, probably a little dropped in the front depending on your leg length. And you can hang out here or turn your toes out to the right. Stay here or just take your right arm straight out to the side, palm still down. You can keep it there or you can start to spin it open, stacking shoulders for Ardha Chandrasana. Half moon. Nice. If you went up, bring the hand down, just drop the hip, and just take a soft bend in the knees here. You can always use the wall. That's more comfortable. And then inhale, long spine. And find your stance, something under your hands if you need it. Left leg high. Turn the toes to the side, stay there, or left arm to the side. Stay there, or start to stack and open. Keep breathing. This is my weak side today. If you open up, bring it down. Drop your foot. So if you didn't get the wall both sides, you can do the other side now. Those of you who can hang out here in ragdoll or take it back and flow. Let that foot touch the wall. And then when you're done, make your way back up to the top of your mat. Ragdoll with the ankles under the hips. You can hang out in ragdoll, you can take your peace fingers again, or you can slide your hands or fingers under the feet for Padahastasana. Inhale, long spine, exhale, fold. Elbows to the side, shoulders reaching to the waist. And then go ahead and lengthen your spine, release your hands if they're under the feet, and find Ardha Uttanasana. So remember, you can always bend your knees and round it up. If it feels okay, squeeze your belly, hands to the waist, and hinge yourself to stand. And shake it all out. Find your mountain. Take a moment, settle your breath. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, take your way back to down dog or hands and knees. Add a flow or a cat-cow. Honoring your body is yoga. Beautiful. And then we'll all meet at hands and knees. And we'll all do 2 cat-cows together. So inhale, look up. Exhale, arch. One more time. And then wait for your exhale. Return to a flat back and lower down to your elbows. And interlace your fingers. Tuck your toes, scoop your belly. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, hips high. Keep breathing. If you have something else you want to do, you can always do that instead. Alright, now we're all going to shift our shoulders over our elbows and see if you can hold your elbow plank and breathe. Don't let the hips sag, don't let them high. Tuck it in, just like mountain. And then we'll all drop to our knees, walk our elbows back into child pose. Soften your arms away, shoulders away from the ears. And think about what you need. You can stay right here or press it to down dog. You can hold, flow, or rest. Nice. And then we'll all meet at hands and knees and make your way onto your bottom. Swing your legs around to the front. And then bend your knees. Take hold behind the thighs, lift your heart, shoulders back and down. And just lean back until you feel the belly engage. Stay here or you can alternate lifting toes. Stay there or both shins parallel. Stay there or reach through your arms. You can add a little kick here. And then go ahead, hold your thighs, drop your heels, and just rest forward. You can stay right here, or we'll do that again. Sit up, and sit up. All right, so harder up. Find your boat. Might look different. You can do the same thing. You can extend the legs. You can take a low boat. Keep breathing. Keep lifting the heart. If you're feeling pressure in the low back, you're probably rounding. And then we'll all hold the thighs, drop the heels, and fold forward. And then go ahead, sit up. Walk your hips towards your heels and come all the way onto your back. So we're going to take our legs straight up in the air. We're going to take our hands alongside the body and then just turn our thumbs so that they kind of angle under the bottom. And then take a deep inhale, and let's see, inhale, you're going to lower the legs, let's say about a third of the way. And then exhale, pull it back up. So you can stay right there. So if it feels okay, you can go lower. You can go like 2/3, and then exhale, pull it back up. So if that felt like enough, stay there. If you can go lower, you can go down, hover. Don't let the legs touch. Exhale, pull it back up. So keep pushing the low back down wherever you are. And keep breathing. The exhale's on the pull up because that's where the squeeze happens. So strong core is longevity. Keep moving with your breath.
It's what keeps us doing all the things we like to do, our yoga poses, stronger, hiking, walking, dancing, boxing. 10 more minutes. The next time they come up, hug them in and rock out your back. And then plant your feet. And this time we're going to get into the upper core. So I'm going to give you a break. The legs get to stay down this time. Take your hands behind your head and just lift your head and shoulders up off the mat. Yep. And then we're just going to pulse up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Rock it up. Fire in the belly. Our core chakras there. Alright. And not to forget your obliques, right? Hands behind the head, just like before. We'll keep our knees lifted. And take your right elbow to your left knee, extending the left leg. And then exhale, switch. And just move like that with your breath. And now we're just going to hold it on one side. Pay attention which side you're holding and move. And now get ready to hold it on the other side. And then move for 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Rest. And our counter to our core are our back bends. So plant your feet, setting up for bridge. We'll do 3 back bends or 2 back bends and the shoulder stand. So if you're sticking with me, hands alongside the body, palms down, inhale, tilt the pelvis, start to roll up the vertebrae. Check out what's happening in your inner thighs. If they went wide, pull them in so they're parallel. Some of you are going to be able to interlace your fingers, walk the shoulders closer to get the sternum up to the chin. And then wait for an exhale and slowly lower down. And then windshield wipe your legs. And just rest for a few breaths. You can rest with knees together, feet wide, or feet together, knees wide. And then we'll do a second back bend, or you can just skip it. Second round can be bridge again, just like before. Lift it up. See if you can count 5 of your own breaths. If wheel is in your practice, it's fingers under the shoulders, elbows to the sky. Push to lift. Keep breathing. And then wait for an exhale, lower down. And windshield wipe your leg. If you were trying wheel or doing wheel, roll out the wrists. And if you know you're going into shoulder stand, you can hug your knees up and in. And then you have your options. You can stick with bridge, you can stick with wheel, you can do something else. You can do shoulder stand. So, shoulder stand is legs up, hands down, kind of drop, keep ho, up onto the back. Hands to the back, keep a little jackknife to start. Eventually legs will go up, flex your feet. It's normal to feel pressure in the throat, but you should not feel pain. So come out if it doesn't feel good. Keep lifting up through the feet as if you're being pulled to the sky. Keep breathing. Legs up the walls, an option if you want to get that inverted blood flow, but you don't want to go into shoulder stand. Nice. Hold it. Just remember you can hold this 15 minutes. Hang out. When you're done, you can either roll out in a ball or you can release, touching down one vertebrae in the arms,
hang out here, or we'll take fish, and fish, grab the hips. Lift up, look at your toes. Don't move the elbows as you sit up, and then puff the belly and crown the head back. So not a lot of weight on the head, most of it's in the elbows. Doesn't feel good, don't do it, but the head touches. Yeah. If you move the elbows, the head won't touch. Now all the weight comes back into the elbows before you lift your head, tuck your chin, lower down, rock your head from side to side. And then we'll all hug our knees into our chest and rock out your back. And then plant the feet. And let's take that right leg straight up in the air, cross it over, make a figure four. Energetically press that right knee away, stay there, or lift the foot and hug it in. So you can hang out here, you can add a little rock to the side to deepen it. You can extend the back leg, reach up for the ankle, get into the hamstring, or you can do your rock the baby, hugging that leg that's up there and hovering the back leg. Find your perfect pose and just breathe. And then go ahead, wherever you are, we're gonna all put our left foot down. Send the right leg up in the air, so same side, and then flex the foot, and slow as you can, lower the right leg. So right leg's going down straight to the mat. Once it touches, give it a little rock, and then arms in a T, knee to the right, gaze to the left. You can put your hand on top of that knee, keep that left shoulder on the mat. And then come up to center, hug it in, and rock it out. Now plant your feet. Take the left ankle over the right, find your figure four, push it away, or hug it up and in. Add whatever you did on the other side. Tip. You moved your leg, we're all pulling it back in. We're dropping the back foot and we're sending the left leg straight up in the air. Flex the foot slow as you can. Let the left leg lower down. Nice. Once it touches, give it a little rock, and then arms in a T, knee to the left, gaze to the right, and put that right hand on top of the knee. Keep that right shoulder down as you look to the right. And then bring it up, hug it up and in. Stay here or bottoms of the feet together, knees press forward. Stay there or take both feet up in the air. Find happy baby, any movement that feels good. Your feet went up, bring them back in. Your knees are wide, pull them together. If it feels okay, hug yourself up into a tight little ball. Take a big inhale, wait for an exhale, and stretch it out in all directions. Make any additional movements you need to be completely relaxed. Setting up for Shavasana. Make
sure you're relaxed in the shoulders. Make sure your low back is comfortable. And then just imagine a beautiful golden light enters the body through the crown of the head. As the light pours through your body, it brings warmth and relaxation to the scalp, the forehead, the eyes, nose, and mouth are relaxed. The ears, the cheeks, the jaw and chin are relaxed. Make sure you're not clenching your jaw. The neck and shoulders are relaxed. The arms, hands, and fingers. The chest, your heart and lungs. The abdominal area with all your internal organs. The upper, middle, and lower back are relaxed. The hips, the pelvis, the buttocks, thighs, the knees, calves and shins, the ankles, the feet, and out the toes. The body is completely relaxed. This state of peace is your true nature. Take a few moments just to be. T.S. Eliot said, "Hell is the place where nothing connects." Yoga practice gives us a daily experience of the power of connection. We come to the mat fresh from a culture that teaches us safety is found in separation and disconnection. Deep within ourselves, we know the truth. We know that we are all connected and that we are part of something larger than ourselves. So bring the awareness back to your breath. Deepen your breath. Let it fill your body with life. Start to bring movement to your fingers and toes, hands and feet, arms and legs, until you're ready for a big stretch. And if it feels good, hug your knees in one last time. And anyway, if you like to move through the fetal position, take some time on your side. And when you're ready, we'll all meet up in our comfortable seats. And close our practice. Find your tall spine. And find your breath. Remember your peace. And share your life. Hands to the heart. Bow in. Give gratitude. And look for the joy. Namaste. Thank you all for sharing your practice, your presence. Thank you for being here. You know, if you have any questions. Hey, Sharon.
Thanks, Hope. Am I the only one doing Zoom now?